Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about NBA prospects that I believe their stocks have risen and fallen. So right here I have, as you guys can see while I'm talking, and comment down below right now, who do you believe has seen their stock significantly rise or significantly fall? So right now I'm showing you guys all the guys' stocks who's risen, and I'm about to show you right here all the stocks that have gone down. Yes, Kaminga, Keon Johnson, Davion Mitchell, even Kai Jones' stock has fallen. So let's get right into today's video and let's talk about where these prospects are going and what's being heard. First off, all pre-draft process, Scotty Barnes is a winner. If you rewatch it, 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. His weakest skill, he's amazing at everything else, is he shot 27% from three. This guy looks like he's definitely giving out a bunch of all defensive teams regularly, and I think he's gonna go to Orlando, and he's just gonna be him and Jonathan Isaac are just going to be a force to reckon with. And he's such a good ball handler. He's going to be a better version than Draymond Green, of a Draymond Green. Franz Wagner has been assured he's going top 10, and I have him going at 9 to Sacramento. I just love the idea of Buddy Hield, De'Aaron Fox, Franz Wagner, and they're trading for Kyle Kuzma, so I guess he would be their starting, power forward next to whoever they have at center. So Franz Wagner, he's a guy who's going to be a great defender because he has the length and the versatility to switch. And he looks like right now his weakest skill is his three-point, but he's 33%, and sometimes he really looks like he's going to be a 40% three-point shooter. Jared Butler, he had a heart condition that was basically keeping his draft stock in the second round, and he's been cleared. And if you guys have not noticed, he's basically a mid to late guarantee for the first round, mid to late first round. And I really hope the Los Angeles Lakers get him. Jaden Springer, I had him going to the Knicks for the longest time, but I have him going now to the New Orleans Pelicans at 17. This guy has been impressing after workout. He plays with a similar style as Dylan Brooks in the sense as they play bully ball. They're very aggressive, very pesky guys, and I think he could be a more efficient version of Dylan Brooks and a better defensive player than him. Chris Duarte, I have him going 14 to Golden State, and I have Golden State getting Jonathan Kaminga and Chris Duarte. They get a guy who can come in and Duarte and play day one and be a starter, or a guy playing 25 minutes off the bench, while Kaminga can be brought in slower. Umar Garuba, I have him going to OKC, and he has been looking really comfortable defending Team USA forwards in the Olympic exhibition play, and he's just been playing well in the Olympics, decent from what we saw, and he's impressed in the way we saw. But yeah, he's competing with Spain, so he's not doing any workouts or interviews. So I've seen a lot of articles compared to Taj Gibson, which I think is a decent comparison. So Taj Gibson, a better Taj Gibson who could potentially become a scorer. Jason Preston, this guy was the scorer who I have him going right now. I might have switched it, but for the longest time I had Jason Preston going to the Boston Celtics in the second round. He averaged almost 20 points a game for the past 2 years for Ohio, increasing his efficiency, and 7 rebounds with the 7 assists. He's a really good rebounder. He uses his size well. He's not the most athletic guy, but he knows how to use that size. Herbert Jones, holy crap, 4-year starter. About past 2 years, about 10, a little under 10 points a game, at least 7 rebounds a game. He would get, literally the past 2 years, a block a game with almost 2 steals a game. For his career, he was a 1.5 steal per game guy. Okay, and his three-point shot was at 33%. It's literally came such a long way. He's honestly a guy who can guard all 5 positions. Rokas Jokubaitis is a guy who looks like he's going to be a secondary playmaker, and I know that he's probably going to, if he does get drafted, he's going to stay a year overseas, like Leandro Balmaro, who, did what he did in Barcelona. Jokubaitis is probably going to do the same thing. Even though he's already a 3-level scorer or shown flashes, he's more of a combo guard, like a shooting guard who can be a secondary ball handler. Think maybe like a poor man's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, he's been compared to the Morris twins and Blake Griffin in the sense that he's strong enough to play small ball 5, but he can stretch the floor as a 4. And he's not explosive or elite ball handling threat. He's just a guy who has shown that he could add a pick and pop game to his thing, and he finishes well. and he rebounds, and he doesn't make many mistakes. Very high IQ. David Johnson was a guy. Also, I have J-Rob going to the Nets, and Jokic, I think I have him going to the Knicks. And Herbert Jones, I have him going to the Magic. Now, David Johnson, he shot 38% this past year for Louisville, and he looks really better. And he's a guy who, again, who could be a secondary playmaker. Maybe a similar player to Theo Maledon in last year's draft. Not as athletic or laterally quick or lanky, but, you know, he's got good size. He can get some steals. He can, you know, I think he's going to be a decent player in the NBA. So, yeah. Now let's get into the rest of the guys. Jonathan Kaminga. I also have David Johnson, I believe, going to Detroit, maybe. Jonathan Kaminga. I've read articles, people believe he's not an explosive athlete, he's a power athlete. So people believe he'd be more of a power athlete version of Jaylen Brown as his ceiling, and his floor is a more power version of Jeff Green, or a power version of Harrison Barnes is the middle tier. And yeah, like, he, out of all the top 10 picks, he gives the most risk. So, and there's high upside, but look, he wasn't the most efficient scorer. So hopefully he can become the guy we think. Keon Johnson, people love the athleticism and the wingspan. Not the wingspan, but the athleticism and the verticality. And what disappointed us was the wingspan. He literally only has a 3-inch. So, and his skill level doesn't make up for the only thing he has is the athletic ability, but he doesn't have the measurements to back it up. Yeah, he has a 3-inch wingspan advantage of his height, but it's still like his skill is lagging, and he can't shoot. He's not the best dribbler. So like, it'll take a while to optimize that athleticism. Davion Mitchell measured in at 6 foot with socks on. He's going to be 23, and he shot 64% from the free throw line, and he has a limited floater game. So there's a lot of flags, but I think the Indiana Pacers are going to take him. I have Keon Johnson going to the Houston Rockets in the 20s. Jonathan Kaminga at 7 to the Warriors. Kai Jones I got going at 20 to the Hawks. He was looking good, but people are just overrating his switchability. He just can't. He is a guy who can't consistently hit a jumper. He doesn't create for himself. He doesn't create for others. And he's not the world's best at protecting the rim, and he's too skinny right now, so he's going to take some time. And then Greg Brown is Jeremy Grant 2.0. He's going to take 4 teams, okay? You don't want to be the first or second team. Look at what happened to Philadelphia and Thunder. They didn't really get to reap the rewards of their hard work. It was Denver and the Pistons who got that. So that's what I got to say. That's it for me. Let me hear you down below the opinions of this. But yeah, peace out, guys. Yeah, wait. We're going to frickin' milk this, because we got 7:48. Holy crap. Almost 8 minutes, guys. So close. But yeah.